Broskies, welcome back to the channel. Today we have a little unboxing for y'all, but not the usual unboxing, the usual like music unboxing, vinyl unboxings. We have a bit of a Nintendo unboxing today. Now, as you could clearly see from the thumbnail and of course, you know, the video here itself, we're unboxing the new Virtual Boy accessories for the Nintendo Switch online service. Now these came out maybe like a few weeks ago, I want to say, and I haven't had a chance to really like open the boxes up and like test the things out myself, and I really want to. And what better way to do it than of course being here on camera with y'all. And the Virtual Boy came out in like 1996 originally. It was a very failed console, didn't have many games to it. They tried their hand at like 3D, like true 3D, where you like put yourself in like the VR like headset before it was like a big and popular thing, and it just failed very badly. It also came out the same year the Nintendo 64 did, so it's like, you know, both those things kind of clashing. And the VR, the Virtual Boy just had like a lot of problems with it, causing people's headaches and sickness. It was bad. It was bad. It was a very failed concept and console. But they brought it back in 2026 for its 30th anniversary. They brought it back. I don't know why, but they did. So we're here having both versions of the peripherals. We have the cheaper cardboard version right over here, and of course the main big boy version, basically full replica version of the original Virtual Boy here. Now to start things off, I think it's best if we probably go for the cardboard version, the simpler version, the least cool version, I guess, but it's the cheapest version, so let's keep that in mind. If I'm not mistaken, I think the cardboard version, like, it was somewhere around like 70 bucks, 80 bucks. I think like 60, 70 bucks. That's what I remember, at least. A bit much for cardboard, but it is what it is. All right, so opening things up, we have a little bit of like a health safety thing, as we usually do with these things. Inside, if I can pull this out, is the actual cardboard model itself. So, how do I take you out though? And then unwrap this sucker. Take it out of its sleeve, and there we have it. The cardboard Virtual Boy model. That, I mean, like, it's a cool model. I'm not gonna lie, it is really cool. It basically does replicate the Virtual Boy, right? It has like all the stuff on top of it. On the side, it has a little bit of like a thing, and then on the inside, that's kind of like just how it looks like. But let me take this out of here. Get really fully into it. So that is how things are looking. So really, basically, it's a cardboard model of like a virtual reality headset almost. You do have to really hold it though, in order to like properly, you know, keep it standing, which does kind of suck. Let me get my Switch real quick, and I'm gonna try this thing out. I'm gonna see how it actually looks. So I got the Virtual Boy thing loading up right now on the Switch. Gonna actually open up the application for y'all for the first time today, so that's gonna be pretty cool. Requires a dedicated accessory. It requires it. Oh, that's crazy. No, that makes no sense. Once you set the console into the dedicated accessory, look into the accessory and press A. So this is basically the startup. I don't know if y'all can see that, but that's the startup that shows. You basically have to have the peripheral in order for this to work. Okay, let me take out my Joy-Cons. I'm gonna put the Switch in through here, put the other Joy-Con back in. Let me just make sure it's equal. Seems pretty equal to me. Okay. Wow. So, I mean, y'all can't really see this right now, but it's kind of cool. Modify interpupillary distance, IPD, so 3D visuals appear clearly. I mean, it's kind of the same. Actually, I think 0 might be the way to go. And then we have the library. So going into things, we have Tetris, we have Galactic Pinball, Golf, what is that? Telero Boxer, Red Alarm, whatever, this is like a Japanese game, Innsmouse or whatever, no. and then Wario Land, of course. No Mario's Tennis, though, which I'm very, very surprised about, even though it literally is advertised, which makes zero freaking sense, but okay. No two-player stuff either, because you know it's kind of just mainly a one-player console. Let me go into Wario Land. That's like the main Virtual Boy game that people actually enjoy. So let's try it out. Isn't this interesting? So you can actually adjust, you can't really adjust the audio once it's already in, but it's kind of cool how you're seeing it's going to be really hard for it to showcase on camera. I'm going to see if I can maybe try and show it as much as I can, but you can kind of see the game playing through those lenses. The lenses are, I think it's just like, it's stereoscopic, whatever it's called, 3D. So there's two screens, right, on the actual Switch itself, but the way the lenses work is they kind of combine, they kind of shift your eyes, combine into one, so you only see the one image as you're playing. That's kind of how it was on the original Virtual Boy from what I remember. But let's try this out. I mean, like, it does kind of suck that you are forced to hold it, to hold the model up to even like play it, which does kind of suck, but it is what it is. Let's see how this works, how this performs. So I never played Wario Land before, but I know it's like, I hear it's a pretty fun game. Okay, I'm in the game, I'm playing. We got A to jump. We got, okay, B probably you have to do it like a charge attack, which is pretty cool. B down, what does that do? That's like a belly flop, okay. It is kind of cool how like, at least the 3D is like coming at you. It's like really popping at you. I think is really nice. I mean, like, Nintendo's always been like really weird with their 3D gimmick. We of course saw the 3D gimmick with like the 3DS, right? That's like that was a very big one. That was there, which I've always enjoyed. I've always liked the 3D gimmick of the 3DS. It was kind of fun. But I never really had the chance to really experience a Virtual Boy. You know, the 3D-esque type of the Nintendo's original 3D venture, I guess, in gaming. Oh, here's where it comes in, where I can like shoot to the background. Oh my gosh, how cool is that? Wow. Stereotop. I don't know what the word is, but you know what I'm trying to say. I mean, it's fun. It's a fun game. Like it's very simple, but like it is enjoyable, right? If you didn't have to like be forced to play this with the accessory to like really experience the game, then like it'd be a different story. Right, that's why people really like the 3DS a lot, because you can literally play Virtual Boy games very well on the 3DS. It's kind of cool how they kind of allow you with like an emulator. Okay, first level of Wario Land finished. That was kind of fun. But yeah, the cardboard model, you know, it did its job. It does pretty well. If you want a cheaper version of the actual model, then of course the cardboard model is going to be, you know, your way to go. But it's kind of nice. It's a nice little like gimmick, I guess, that you can, if you want to really play Virtual Boy games on the Switch, then here you go. I'm gonna set this aside for now, and I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna open the big boy itself, the main sucker right here, the actual Virtual Boy replica. Now this one, I'm pretty sure ended up costing like $100. It's a lot. It's so much money for like no reason. I'm gonna be honest. It's a lot of money for such a novelty item, right? This is really for something like, these two things are really for like heavy collectors, not your average gamer, for your heavy collectors. I am one of them, sadly. I do fall into that category of being a heavy collector. We have some inserts here, which is pretty nice. And then, of course, the main sucker itself, the Virtual Boy. Now, this is actually really cool because I'm pretty sure it comes with like the whole entire stand that the original Virtual Boy came with. It's like it's essentially almost a one-to-one replica. Look at this. Look at that. Just kind of like put that over there for now. We have a lot of stuff to like assemble. Okay, well, let me get into this real quick. Oh, this is for the Switch. So there's a thing over here, if y'all can see that, little bit of tape right there, going for Switch 2. On this little accessory, this is for the standard Switch. So I assume you have to replace this if you're playing on the regular Switch, so it actually like supports your console. That kind of sucks. Okay, I gotta get my screwdriver now. I guess I'll return in a moment. Who knew I'd be having to make some technical changes to my accessory just to be able to use it. That's what happens when you don't have the newest console, I guess. Now everything's set up. Switch accessory is finally in. Let's take a quick look though at the full thing before we like set it up in its frame. So it's a really cool replica of the original Virtual Boy. We got the top right over here, which has like, you know, the knob and of course the slider, which you can't really do. It's just a replica, right? All of the moving parts the original Virtual Boy had, it's not like present here, right? They're just kind of like showpieces. But we got these pieces right here, got the side right over here, of course, got the big Virtual Boy right there. And then of course there's a lens right there. So actually some pretty comfortable like mesh. I don't know if it's mesh, but some material. It's gonna be a lot more comfortable on your eyes. I think the original was like a rubber or like a softer rubber, I think. I don't remember. I never had one myself, so I can't really say. Then on the bottom here, we got a volume slider, a headphone port, and then two original ports for the control, one for the controller and one for like external usage. I don't know. But like there's the bottom side right there, which has like all the original Virtual Boy stuff that now can't be used. Let me put it into the actual stand itself and we can actually like, you know, use it. Okay, I gotta like adjust this to make it a lot more comfortable for me. I think this is a good height that I want it at. And there we go. We got the Virtual Boy set up. Very stinking cool. Okay, I like it. It's a nice sturdy like metal base too. So it's like, it's not gonna like, it feels really real, right? It's not like some cheap plastic that they would sometimes use for some accessories. But now what's really cool about this version, is I'm pretty sure you open up the top on this one, right? Yes, there we go. You open up the top and this top section is where you actually put in your Switch. Let me just put in the Switch itself. I'm gonna take out Joy-Cons. I'm gonna put in the Switch right into here. Close this sucker up. I'm gonna get fully immersed in the action. Okay, I'm not even gonna lie. This is kind of cool. This is kind of cool. Let me suspend menu. Maybe like try like a different game or something. It feels more red. Honestly, it feels a lot more red than the cardboard one felt like. I think there's like some already added like red lens on this one. That's probably the reason why. Let me bring myself forward a little bit. There we go. Let's try a little bit of Tetris. See how some Tetris looks on the Virtual Boy. Never played this version of Tetris before, so we're gonna see how this one goes. It'd be cool if they add more games into this, because I feel like there's like, the Virtual Boy games are like good, are pretty decent, but like, you know, they're overshadowed by just like the console itself just being booty cheeks, you know, and just selling like terribly. Let me see if I can maybe like showcase how it looks for y'all. I don't know if y'all can even see this, but I'll give it a shot. That's kind of how things look. If you can look into the lens itself, it's gonna be really tough to pick up on camera because I don't even know what I'm looking at. But that's kind of how it looks. Getting closer, you see like the actual the game itself. Just like we saw in the cardboard model, but this one's a lot more, feels more official, I guess we can say. Okay, we're into it. 3D Tetris. This feels so weird. Oh my gosh, 3D Tetris. I've never been that good at Tetris to begin with. But like, this is like strange to me. I'm actually like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of having to play with just like one eye closed because like, for some reason I can't see the rest of it clearly. I don't know why that's the case, but that just is the case. First floor cleared, I got a full 1,000 points. Massive W's. Again, very novelty type item, both this one and the cardboard version. And it's also kind of expensive too. That's like one thing you gotta really worry about. It is expensive. So like, unless you're a really heavy collector or just like an insane Virtual Boy fan, this is not gonna be for the general audience. Like, let's be for real, this is not for the general audience. They were only selling this for the people that would pay exuberant prices for Nintendo stuff. Me being one of them, sadly. Well, that's enough of that. That was pretty cool. Let's go to the game selection. Wow, okay. Well, that was the Virtual Boy tryout, unboxing, whatever you want to call it. It's cool. It's cool, right? Especially as someone who's never got to experience the original Virtual Boy. I've always wanted to get one, but they've always been so damn expensive. Like even like this, like the original Virtual Boys, so expensive, like a few $100s at least, I think at least. I don't know how it is nowadays, but an exuberant amount of money for this console to get it secondhand. To me, it's cool. I like it a lot because it allows me to experience something that I've never experienced before, but always have wanted to. You know what I mean? Is it gonna be something I'm gonna be playing often? Maybe not. Maybe not. But is it something that I'll revisit from time to time? Sure. I think it's cool. It's a cool thing to like show to guests, for sure. Any friends that come over, be like, hey, want to check out my Virtual Boy? And you show it to them. It's really cool. You know, they can experience it for themselves. Now, obviously, I haven't been playing it for like huge amount of time, so I haven't experienced any of like the original like headaches or eye strain that people have experienced back then with the original Virtual Boy. But I assume it's probably gonna happen if I play for a long period of time, right, in one session. But still, you know, I think it's still cool to have. I like having it in the collection. And yeah, I mean, no full regrets, I guess, with my purchase, I will say. Hope you guys enjoyed, obviously, coming along on this Virtual Boy unboxing. If you guys ended up getting this yourself, let me know what you think of it down in the comments. Whether you got the cardboard model, the full model replica, or even both of them, right, like I did. Let me know down below what you guys think of this monstrosity of an accessory, or of a set of accessories. But as per usual, we'll see what happens next on the channel. You already know the drill. Subscribe, like, comment, all the good stuff. Hope to see y'all in the next one. Hopefully, I think we got some good stuff coming. March is here, basically. So new month, new whatever, right? We'll see what the wind takes me. But yeah, with all that being said, I shall see everyone in the next one. Have a good one. Peace out, everyone.